Welcome. In this video, you will learn how to apply for programming funds. First, go to activities.osu.edu. Next, you will click on Involvement and then Student Organizations. In red, you see Login to Student Organization Management. Click this and log in with your credentials. If you are the treasurer of multiple organizations, select the organization you would like to request funds for. Click Programming Request Form. On this screen, you can see previous programming funds applications. Click View to see each request. Exit out of the box to return to the application homepage. Click New Programming Request to submit a new programming funds request. The first half of the application asks for details about what is occurring at your event. Enter the date and time of your program and the specific campus location. The application times out after a few minutes, so it may be helpful to copy and paste your application from a Word document. Next, list any collaborating organizations, departments, or companies, and select the most appropriate event type. Describe your event in detail with as many specifics as possible. Include the who, what, when, where, and why in your event description. Remember, those reviewing your application most likely have not heard of your event before. Be specific. Describe how your event is open to all students across campus and how you will invite non-members. More detailed descriptions are more likely to be approved right away. Explain how your organization will evaluate your program. Give specific metrics. Explain how your organization will know your event was successful. Add numerical or quantitative information to the metrics you listed above. Add the estimated number of Ohio State students attending and the total number of attendees expected. Include any admissions fees. And identify your marketing plan. Be sure your marketing points add up to 100. Now enter your budget information. Click the drop-down arrow to select the expense type you would like to request and enter a brief description of the expense. Enter the amount you would like to request and the total estimated cost. Click Submit. Add as many expense types as you would like. Be sure to check the interactive chart to ensure your request follows all CSA reimbursement requirements. List any additional funding sources you may have and certify accuracy. If everything is filled out correctly, click Submit to submit your application. Once you have submitted your request, you will have the option to view, copy, update, or delete your request. You have now applied for programming funds.